So, Dr. N. Bryson wants to see her father's lab. So I guess we are going back to the Citadel. Oh my goodness. All the clusters, well, almost all the clusters have Reaper presence. What the fuck is this bullshit? Alright, here we go. Plesiosaurus, not Loch Ness.
Hello? Anne? Are you here?
Someone's crying.
Anne?
Oh, Commander. Yes, I'm sorry. Just... This is hard.
Of course. Are you all right?
Yes. No. I don't know. My father and I didn't leave things in a great state.
An argument?
Yes. It was trivial. A disagreement on how to file some of the specimens. I was mad about something else. I don't remember what. And I took it out on him. So stupid.
It's all right. I can come back.
No, please. I'm okay. Seeing all this again? He was so obsessed. Crazy sometimes.
I didn't get a chance to know him.
Oh, sometimes I felt the same way. He was a great man. A pioneer. But he could be distant. I felt like an inconvenience growing up.
You sound angry.
I was angry. Still am, I guess. But sometimes, he was so full of stories, he nearly burst. I loved that about him. It's why I signed up for this work. I can't believe he's gone.
We'll figure this out.
We have to. I need to know what's on the other end of that artifact. What he died for.
We need your help. You're our last chance.
You're right. Let me dig into my father's work to see what I can find.
You'll find stashes of your father's porn.
You sure you're up for this?
Yes. When Leviathan took control of me, I remember being somewhere cold and dark. But my father taught me to never be afraid of the dark.
She'll find her father's stash of hentai, terabytes of it. What is this painting about? Abstract painting, I guess. I'm always curious. Well, doctor, if you need a stress relief, you have Shepherd and a bed over here. So, you know what to do. Is Edie consoling Dr. Ann Bryson?
I'm still amazed your father got his hands on a piece of a Reaper.
He was so excited. Your claims validated years of work.
Did you take appropriate steps to prevent indoctrination?
Of course. It was completely shielded, and we all had regular psych evals. But now, thanks to the artifact, I'm indoctrinated anyway, aren't I? Might as well be a Arachnite drone waiting for orders from the Queen.
You studied the Arachnite?
I wrote my dissertation on them. My father thought it was a waste of time, but now, it might actually help us understand Leviathan.
In what way?
We think of the Arachnite as telepathic, but there's really no such thing. At short range, the Queen uses pheromones to give orders. At long range, she uses an organic kind of quantum entanglement communicator. Whatever Leviathan does must be similar, entangling particles to stimulate neural activity. It uses the artifact to establish a connection, and then it controls the mind of anyone near it.
Hey, loco. Need a hand?
Wait, James here? Alright, I don't understand all this research data and files. Why didn't Shepard order his crew to carry all stuff, everything here back to Normandy for further study? Because these are very vital information, a collection of vital information, and this place has been left unattended for how long? What if other indoctrinated individuals came here to destroy the files and the data? Then we wouldn't have anything to go with. It is only by sheer luck that there are no other indoctrinated individuals in Citadel or in this area. Shepard should have taken precautions by transporting everything in this lab to the Normandy. For safekeeping, of course. Wait, if James is here, who else is here? Ashley? A Krogan statue, I think. James, what are you doing here? You're bored?
What brings you down here, James?
Heard you're closing in on the Reaper killer. Anything that can scare those bastards has to be worth a look.
That's what I'm hoping.
Wait, the Husk's head is looking at James.
Commander, you see this thing? This is great!
Why? Why it doesn't scream at you? It scream at Shepard. Why not you? Maybe this Husk used to be a woman, and she's infatuated by James' physique?
Ouch!
Okay, now it screams.
Hey, Edie. Husk bites, they don't turn you into a husk or anything, right?
I recommend you apply Metagel.
Immediately apply Medigel. Alright, I'm thinking, is there a way for Shepard to make Edie loyal to Shepard instead of Joker? You know, is there a way to change the object of Edie's affection and loyalty from Joker to Shepard? Edie said that she's willing to die for the Joker. How can we change the object from Joker to Shepard? I must find a way for Shepard to take over Edie from Joker.
Hey, if nobody claims this thing, we could take it with us. You know, for research or, I don't know, whatever.
Deliver this to your cabin? Yeah, why not?
All right. Just don't tell anybody.
Nice. You think Esteban will let me set up bowling pins in the cargo bay?
Yeah, why not? Ask him.
We didn't detect any energy emissions from the artifact.
But the Reapers were able to use the artifact to trace Leviathan somehow.
My theory is that most of the time, the artifact simply acts as a receiver. We'll only be able to trace Leviathan through it when it actively takes control of someone.
As it did on the asteroid.
Right. Unless it needs something, Leviathan doesn't bother communicating. I guess it and my father had something in common.
Oh,
You said
okay.
Leviathan's control was similar to a quantum entanglement communicator, which is untraceable.
Yes, but this isn't a natural QEC. Leviathan has to send a pulse through the artifact to alter your mind and create the quasi-QEC effect.
And that can be traced.
Right. Just like at the dig site. The Reapers were tracing the signal by activating the artifact. My father wanted to be at that dig site. He was getting too old for long digs, but he hated being stuck in the lab. He nearly missed my graduation because he was on a dig. Showed up still wearing his field gear. God, he'd have hated dying here.
So Dr. Anne said that her father only speaks to her when he has a need for her. Is he really that buried in work? I guess so.
Anne, I know this is hard, but if there's anything more you can tell us.
I don't think there's anything more I can tell you. But maybe I can show you.
What are you saying?
The artifact only sends out a signal when Leviathan's controlling someone. So let it control me. You could trace the signal.
You mean let it take you over? That's too dangerous.
It's my call, not yours. You said I'm your last chance to find this thing.
We have no idea what will happen.
If we wait, the Reapers will get to Leviathan first. I'm the only one here who's spent enough time with it to do this. You're looking for something to fight the Reapers, Commander. I'm looking for the monster that murdered my father.
We still don't know what we're looking for.
Then let's find out.
Commander, this thing we're doing with Anne sounds dangerous as hell.
Noted. Edie?
Energy signature locked in, waiting for activation.
You sure about this?
Yes. I'm sure.
I'm gonna be right here.
Okay. I'm ready.
Just make sure.
James, drop the containment shield.
Just make sure
Shield
to.
is dropped.
Artifact online.
Anything?
Nothing yet. Wait. There's something. I feel a chill.
Edie?
No trace yet.
Holy hell!
Signal is tracking. Maintain connection.
Turn back. The darkness can't be breached.
Yo!
Maintain connection.
Dios.
Listen to me. I found you, and the Reapers are right behind me.
You have brought them.
You are a threat.
So are you. I've seen what you can do. The war needs you.
There is no war. There is only the harvest.
Edie, do we have enough?
Partial lock. Maintain connection to narrow the search.
You heard her. We got enough. I'm hitting the shield.
Do it.
man.
Anne. Anne, are you all right?
Yes. I think so.
Did we get anything?
Yes, but it will take some time to search. Coordinates sent to the Normandy.
Good. It's a start.
Commander, I sense something else. Anger.
It knows we're getting close.
I think it wants to kill you.
Come on. Let's get you some help.
Even a muscular guy like James could barely hold Anne Bryson when she was under control by Leviathan. Wow. Wait, nobody even think to clean the blood from Dr. Bryson's body? What the fuck? Return to Normandy? Okay, where is Dr. Anne Bryson? I think it's time for some chicka bow wow with Shepard. Right? To relieve stress and sadness. Wait, she's gone? Okay. Maybe she's in the shower. No? Alright. Partial connection. So how are we going to narrow down the search location, ED? Any ideas?
Commander?
Commander?
Hello, Shepard.
Commander?
Routing heat through propulsion and weapons will let us use the internal emission sink for 3 hours longer than normal.
Not if it overloads propulsion.
Give her a chance, Daniels. Increasing the utility of the stealth drive could come in handy.
Propulsion and weapon systems have built-in heat sinks. They can trap heat while we're in stealth mode to buy us time. Quarian ships do it when they can't find a safe place to bleed off static charge. It's completely safe.
This isn't a Quarian freight hauler, Tali. Our heat diffusion systems are precision engineering. Do this, and we'd have to replace them twice as often.
We can afford that. I'm more worried that it won't work. Can't put my finger on why, though.
It's going to overload propulsion.
You'll be fine, Gabby. Weapons would overload long before propulsion.
That doesn't make me feel better.
It's a risk, yes, but it's worth it when we need the stealth drive. Rerouting heat flow. Bastet.
Told you.
I know. I'll start on repairs.
Thanks awfully.
Better luck next time, Tali.
Hey, Shepard. Hey, Shepard.
Nothing to report, Commander.
Shepard.
My board is green.
My board is green.
Commander.
Commander. Commander. You are also a commander, Javik. Well, not the commander of this ship.
Reviewing our maintenance schedules one more time. Good to see you, Commander. Good to see you, Commander.
Oh yeah, Esteban. James said, can he put a bowling pin in the cargo bay? I think he wants to play bowling. What do you say?
Hey,
James, have you asked Cortez about playing, about bowling in the cargo bay? Ask him. You will never know the answer if you never ask.
Hey there. Hey there.
Hey there, you're a rock star.
Good to see you, Commander. Good to see you, Commander.
Maybe later.
Garus is giving Shepard a cold shoulder. I wonder why.
Excellent find, Commander.
Shut up,
the
Glyph.
information network terminal has been updated.
It's good to see you. It's good to see you.
It's good to see you. Oh, baby. Let's go. Where do we have to go now? Oh, scan for Leviathan. What is the correct pronunciation? Leviathan or Leviathan? Sigurd's Cradle. Wow. Alright. Scan, scan, and more scanning. Scan, 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 scan. Skepsis. Decoris Cytophet Mill. Okay, 3 more systems opened up in Sigurd's Cradle.
Signal confirmed.
Chalkos is notable for being one of the few garden worlds in the Milky Way that is also part of a binary planet system. Both it and its heavenly twin Selvos are in a stable orbit with one another in addition to orbiting the star Mill. Chalkos's greenhouse gases lead to a hotter climate than Earth, and the solar eclipses caused by Selvos, while common, are not frequent enough to be a good solar shade. This did not prevent a colony from springing up, largely Asari and their varying species of mates. It was far from an idyllic settlement, like many Terminus worlds. It was rife with farmers growing psychoactive substances, armed gangs, and with genetic engineering that would be illegal in Council space. But aside from the maddening heat and photo period, it was quite inhabitable. The Reapers... oh, too bad. The Reapers turned Chalkos to rubble. Emergency broadcasts caught in the light cone coming from the planet indicate that the Reapers used ground forces to invade and spent little time harvesting. As they departed, the Reapers bombarded the planet from orbit either because they needed to reinforce another front quickly or had gathered the data on genetic engineering they needed. Shit, are there any survivors on Chalchos? Ask neural map? What? Where is Selvos? Lysir? Chalkos? Selvos. Chalkos' binary twin is a barren world that's always seemed like a better terraforming prospect than it is. Its temperatures are quite tolerable for sapient life and its gravity is suitable for retaining a thick atmosphere. Its location close to Chalchos makes for a tempting investment. Two garden worlds so close together would benefit from mutual trade and, if nothing else, tourism due to their near and unique status. However, Selvos has minimal water. Early attempts at creating a hydrosphere met with slow progress that only Chalchos' Asari could love. The deaths of the colonists on Selvos and Chalchos have dashed any hope for terraforming in the near future. Selvos is now a wasteland of punctured dome habitats, and its orbital stations are slag. The Reapers have moved on. Damn you, Reapers, damn you! For killing my hot blue aliens. The Reapers have moved on, so they're no longer here. Milasi, a siliceous asteroid. Milasi is rich in olivine and pyroxene. The Asari colonizing Chalchos set up habitats on Milasi mostly to oversee a large-scale project in which smaller asteroids would be flown to Chalchos. There, the olivine would be recovered and used in sequestering the planet's carbon dioxide. As with many Asari projects, this was expected to take decades or centuries before generating an appreciable effect on the planet's climate. The station here has been bombarded by the Reapers. The station here has been bombarded by the Reapers. The effect on the integrity. The station here has been bombarded by the Reapers. The effect on the integrity of the asteroid is unknown, but it does not appear to be breaking apart just yet. Milasi. Search unsuccessful. Scans of the planet's surface show no evidence of Leviathan's energy signature. Continue your search.
No sign of Leviathan at these coordinates.
Site of Fet.
I found something.
2181 Despoina. This planet was only spotted recently by human space probes, and no records indicate it has been explored since. Scans indicate it is covered in an ocean of liquid water and has a nitrogen-oxygen atmosphere. It is highly unlikely to have at least some photosynthetic life. Search successful. Scans reveal a faint trace of Leviathan's energy signature. Closer examination required for confirmation.
These coordinates match our trace of Leviathan.
Yeah, there's Reaper here. I thought they've moved on. What the fuck?
Signal confirmed.
Riginta Petra, a low-density planet in comparison to Earth, is also drier, with wide land masses that are largely desert. Its dextrochirality native life has yet to make it out of the oceans, primarily producing cyanobacteria, which provide a limited amount of oxygen in the atmosphere. A handful of Turians colonized the planet and attempted to introduce land plants. Their chief hurdle was the lack of good topsoil, which required imports and sophisticated farming practices to overcome. The farmer's maxim on Triginta Petra was, "If you can last 5 seasons, you officially know what you're doing." Preliminary scans of Triginta Petra suggest that the Reapers judged its population too low to harvest and struck its colonies with kinetic impactors. They then moved on, trusting that the destruction of the food supply's main arteries would finish off the inhabitants of such a biota-poor world. Capital Citron, colony founded 2120, population estimates pre-invasion 35,500. Can we evacuate the people from Triginta Petra? Dextro rations were acquired. Bye-bye, Reaper assholes.
Faster than light jump successful.
I need to refuel. What will happen if I ran out of fuel? Will it be game over? I don't want to find out. So let's refuel first. Alrighty. The rest of you cover Shepard's flank.
Cortez, what's the status on the probe we launched?
Tracking it now, Commander. I've confirmed that Leviathan's signal originates from this planet. Heard how, Anne helped us locate it. It's pretty spooky stuff.
What exactly are we expecting to find down there?
Bryson's team called it a Reaper killer. From what we've seen, it doesn't want to be found.
It doesn't have a choice. We're here.
Sure, but then what do we do? It doesn't exactly play well with others. And if it's a Reaper, is that the sort of help we want?
Nobody says we have to be friends with it. But if this thing has the rest of the Reapers worried, then we need its help.
Commander, new readings from the probe. It's narrowed down Leviathan's location. You're not gonna like it.
Let's hear it.
There's nothing but ocean. I show a concentration of structures floating on the surface, but the probe's giving us a signal below that. Way below.
Underwater?
Looks that way. The shuttle should still be able to reach it.
That's possible?
The Kodiak is spec'd to nearly 1,000 atmospheres, but I've never actually tested that.
Guess we're gonna find out. Status!
Some kind of pulse hit us! Systems are shutting down! Brace for impact!
Everyone all right?
Banged up, but I'll make it.
How's the shuttle, Cortez?
Checking now. I'll see if I can get power restored.
Copy that. We'll look around.
Look at all this. Whatever that pulse was, we're not the first to get hit.
Could be Leviathan's last line of defense.
Wait, all of these are spaceships? Spaceships who wander into this planet Despoina and got hit by the wave? Wow. Interesting. So these structures that Cortez mentioned, they're all spaceships who have been hit by the wave. What the fuck? Okay, what symbol is this? Is this Turian? I'm not sure. Wait for shuttle repairs. So Cortez is repairing the shuttle, alright?
I don't recognize those ships. How long have they been here?
Could it be its spaceships from the previous cycle? Could it be? Or from a civilization of the current cycle that have not yet been found out by the Council? MSV? Wait. This is not... Is this...
Look! Up there! Reapers! They were right behind us!
Protect the shuttle!
Oh shit.
Cortez! Situation!
Swapping out the parts, Commander. Hang on.
Cortez!
Almost there, Commander.
Cortez, what happened to almost there?
At a development, Commander. Fixing it now.
Oh shit, who shot me? Oh no! Fucking husk.
Cortez! Commander, I'm airborne! Give us some cover fire!
Copy that.
Oh shit, the brute. Is this a human ship? MSV?
Another pulse hit me. Flight control scrambled.
Oh shit.
Cortez is in trouble. Get to him.
Cortez.
Commander, I've got enemy contact. Under fire. I need some backup at the shuttle.
Hold on, I'm dying.
Commander, I've got enemy contact. Under fire. I need some backup at the shuttle. Commander, I've got enemy contact. Under fire.
Okay, we're clear.
Nice work, Commander. But there's a development. We need to talk.
Wait, don't tell me the ship's broken and we can't leave? No. How many artifacts in this area? Do I need to destroy the artifacts? Data padlock Attenbrooks. The hull will hold, that's what they say. Whatever God watches over Azo prospectors came through for us. Despite a hell of a smack in the water landing, the MSV Monarch displaces enough air to stay afloat. We're all thankful we're alive. Captain Pratt even ordered the champagne broken out. Helps perspective, I guess. The big puzzle. What downed us in the first place? Kun Shan says it wasn't lightning. It was some kind of pulse. A directed energy weapon seems likely, but where would it have come from? There is no radio traffic, the whole bloody ocean is silent. Tonight the techs are going to try rerouting the power to get a good mass drop before getting the thrusters firing. If all goes well, we'll be airborne in 24 hours. Attenbrook, so the ship we are on right now?
Any idea how old these are?
Hard to say. I'm not seeing any wounds.
So the ship we are on right now is a human ship, but that ship that Ashley mentioned might have been from a previous cycle, right? I think this is a mining ship looking for new resources. Damage 3 ton ADS.
Looks like a damaged Atlas.
Different, though, and it's not flying Cerberus colors.
Something made in the private sector, maybe? It doesn't look like we can fix it.
Status.
Shuttle's a mess, Commander. That pulse knocked it right out of the air. We're not going anywhere.
Why not have the Normandy pick us up?
Same thing would happen to her. And the landing won't be as pretty. I'd say Leviathan has some sort of defense system in place.
Then we aren't getting out of here until we find it. So how do we do that?
Well, you might be able to use a mech. Looks like it's rigged for diving.
Diving mech?
It's a Triton model. Military grade, repurposed for deep sea exploration. As long as the seawater hasn't corroded it, you should be good to go.
Well, if that's what we have to do, let's get started.
Just a second here. Are we seriously considering...
First, we'll need to restore power to get that cargo door open.
How?
I suppose we are.
These old Ballard-class ships are equipped with exterior power sockets. They use them for emergency repairs. We can strip the cells from the shuttle and use those for juice. Hang on, I'll get you started. Got a cell for you, Commander. Find somewhere to plug that in.
Come on, girls, let's do this.
Another power cell for you, Commander.
Here they come! Get another power cell,
Shit.
Shepard! We'll hold them off!
What's with the accuracy of this pistol? What the fuck?
Got another cell here. One more cell, Commander. Got a cell for you, Commander. Find somewhere to plug that in.
lots of artifacts. Will you be okay, Cortez?
Get to that mech, Commander! We could use the help!
Good. I need to get in the water before they come back.
Roger that. Walk the mech back to me when you're ready to dive. I should check it over first.
All right, Commander. Let's get you out of there, and I'll do a systems check.
Shepard, I have to say this plan is sounding crazier by the minute.
We've come too far to stop now. The way home is through Leviathan.
Okay, SEALs, check out. Oxygen pressure is nominal. Systems are a go. It's as ready as I can make it.
Let's go.
Shepard.
I'll be fine. Closing hatch.
Engaging systems. Ready.
Testing comlink.
I read you.
Here goes.
Commencing dive in 3, 2, 1.
What, Shepard knows how to operate the mech? Did mech operation covered in N7 program? I don't know.
Looks good so far. Copy that. Cortez? Cortez!
Wait, how will the diving suit get back up? With a propulsion system, perhaps? Oh, the lamp broken. Nice. Oh, flares, alright. How old is this thing? This mech suit, I mean.
Not sure if you can read me up there. Looks like I finished the major descent. Can't see much from here. Suit is holding up. Emergency systems have come online. Life support operational.
Alright. What? We are 3 kilometers below sea level? I see. 3 kilometers below sea level. Giant?
Scanner indicates the probe is below my position. Looking for a way down.
Giant jellyfish. That's scary. The question
Shutting
is...
down all non-critical systems to preserve remaining power. Not sure how much juice the emergency thruster will need to get me back to the surface. Can't worry about that now.
That's very worrying. I don't want to get buried under the sea like this.
Getting some strange readings from the probe. Something is definitely down there. Reading the probe directly below me. Looks like the final drop.
Alright, leap of faith. Let's wait. Alright, leap of faith. Asshole.
Can't see anything just yet.
Three kilometers below sea level and increasing. What the fuck? I'm scared. Oh.
Found the probe. Seems intact.
Wait.
I'm gonna keep moving.
Whose probe is this? Whose probe is this? Who dropped the probe here? Was it Cortez? Huh? I don't understand. Was it Cortez? I wish Mass Effect is in first person. Oh, sorry about that.
What is
Whoa.
that?
Okay, hold on. Who dropped the probe down here? Was it Cortez or the Normandy? I wasn't following the convo earlier. What the fuck? What the fuck?
I had to find you.
This is not your domain. You have breached the darkness.
You killed a Reaper. I need to know why.
They are the enemy. One that seeks our extermination.
But I thought you were a Reaper.
They are only echoes. We existed long before.
Then what are you?
Something more. Your mind belongs to me. Breathe.
Dan, what's happening?
Your memories give voice to our words. Your nature will be revealed to us. Accept this.
Wait, so they have existed long before the Reapers? Wait, what? So, who created the Reapers then? I mean, the Reapers must have been created because they are machines, and machines are created. But this thing is older than the Reapers. So they must know who created the Reapers then.
The galaxy's at war with the Reapers. You defeated one. Why aren't you fighting back?
There is no war. There is only the harvest.
Then help us stop it.
None have possessed the strength in past cycles. Your own species could be destroyed with a single thought. But you are different. I have witnessed your actions in this cycle. The destruction of Sovereign, the fall of the Collectors. The Reapers perceive you as a threat. And I must understand why. our kind was the apex of life in the galaxy. The lesser species were in our thrall, serving our needs. We grew more powerful and they were cared for, but we could not protect them from themselves. Over time, the species built machines that then destroyed them. Tribute does not flow from a dead race. To solve this problem, we created an intelligence with a mandate to preserve life at any cost. As the intelligence evolved, it studied the development of civilizations. Its understanding grew until it found a solution. In that instant, it betrayed us. It chose our kind as the first harvest. From our essence, the first Reaper was created. You call it Harbinger.
Wait, so the Leviathan, their species, is the one who created the Reapers? No. Hold on. The species that served the Leviathan created machines, and the machines betrayed the species. In order for Leviathan species to preserve other life, they created an intelligence for that purpose, to find a solution to preserve life, because a destroyed species will not be able to serve the Leviathan, and then this intelligence betrayed the Leviathan. So the Leviathan created an AI?
You built that machine despite what you saw the other races experience. Why?
You cannot conceive of a galaxy that bends to your will. Every creature, every nation, every planet we discovered became our tools. We were above the concerns of lesser species. The intelligence was envisioned as simply another tool.
And now we all pay the price for your mistake.
There was no mistake. It still serves its purpose.
How did the intelligence defeat you?
To find a solution, it required information. Physical data drawn from organic life in the cosmos. It created an army of pawns that searched the galaxy, gathering this data. There was no warning. No reason given when they turned against us. Only slaughter. Only the harvest.
So the Leviathan species created a machine to study organics, to preserve their lives so they can continue serving the Leviathan. But then the machines betrayed the Leviathan, and the Leviathan became the first species to be harvested by this AI. And according to Leviathan, the machine did not give any reason to why they betrayed the Leviathan. And another interesting thing, Leviathan said that they have subjugated every species, every planet, every civilization they came into contact with. They are all thralls for the Leviathan. The galaxy bends to their will, the will of the Leviathan species, and as such, the concerns of the lesser species do not concern the Leviathan themselves. So, they never thought of any possibility that they might be overthrown by another species or by their own creation, the AI, the intelligence. Their arrogance made them drop their guards, and that was the opportunity, the weak point, where the intelligence betrayed. Where the intelligence utilized to betray the Leviathan. Yeah, imagine the galaxy bending to your will, and then you became arrogant. Haha, no one can beat me. No one can rebel against me. And because of that, you drop your guard, thinking that you have no enemy that can dethrone you. And once you drop your guard, the unsuspecting element turns out to be your downfall. I see.
How did you remain hidden all this time?
Our extermination was not complete. Some survived and found refuge in the dark corners of the galaxy. I am their progeny. Over the cycles, the thrall races were controlled, removing traces of our existence as we directed them to. In this way, our survival was kept secret from the Reapers. Today, we reach out through the fragments and watch for discovery.
Fragments? You mean the artifacts we found?
They provide a window into the galaxy. Tools for exploring the events of this cycle for the safety of this world. Through them, we watch, we study, and remain in the shadows.
Tell me about the Reapers.
Each harvest ends with the birth of a Reaper, perfect in its design. Each formed in Harbinger's image. Our image. Each Reaper has the power to influence organics. Over countless cycles, this ability was refined, perfected, and gave rise to indoctrination.
But what's the point of all these harvests?
The intelligence has one purpose: preservation of life. That purpose is not being fulfilled. It directed the Reapers to create the mass relays to speed the time between cycles for greatest efficiency. The galaxy itself became an experiment. Evolution its tool.
Will it ever end?
Unknown. Until the intelligence finds what it's looking for, the harvest will continue.
So this all happened because the Leviathan created the first AI that then became the Reapers. I am conflicted. If Leviathan never created the Reapers, then the lesser species, including humans, will become thralls for Leviathans. But by creating the Reapers, a chance, opportunity is then created for the lesser species to break the cycle and be free from the harvest and the Leviathan. Unless the Leviathan is planning to reconquer the galaxy. Right? But either way, the creation of the Reapers is a blessing in disguise. It gives an opportunity for the lesser species to break the cycle and hopefully prevent themselves from becoming thralls of the Leviathan species.
What do you know about the Crucible?
We have watched its construction before. It has never been completed. Those who have tried still fell victim to the harvest. Its outcome is unknown.
Okay, you made your point. Will you help stop the cycle?
I have searched your mind. You are an anomaly, yet that is not enough.
Wait!
The cycle will continue.
No! You've been watching. You know this cycle is different.
We will survive. You will remain here as a servant of our needs. The Reapers will harvest the rest.
If you release me, no one has to be harvested.
Nothing will change.
It already has. Shepard found you.
The Reapers know where you are. You can't just watch anymore. You have to fight. Even if you survive the battle today, the Reapers won't stop. Ever. Release me and we have a chance to end this, once and for all.
Wait, there are... Oh, there are more of them, of course. So the Reapers are based.
Your confidence is singular.
I've earned it. Out there fighting, where you should be.
It is clear why the Reapers perceive you as a threat. Your victories are more than a product of chance. We will fight, but not for you or any lesser race. We were the first, the Apex race. We will survive. And the Reapers who trespass on this world will understand our power. They will become our slaves. Today, they pay their tribute in blood.
Wait, assuming we win the war and survive, aren't we going to fight the Leviathan species next? Surely they'll try to reconquer the galaxy again.
Shepard's back. How we doing, Cortez?
We're good to go. I don't know what the commander did, but the pulse is offline.
Damn it, we got a Reaper inbound!
Shepard! Goddess! He's freezing! Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm fine. Hell of a headache.
Don't ever do that again.
I've got Ann Bryson on the comm.
Good. Put her through.
Commander.
You feeling better?
Yes, thank you. I'm doing fine. What happened?
We found it, Anne. We found Leviathan.
Was it worth it?
I don't know. But we proved it can't hide anymore. That it's a part of this war, just like us.
Sounds like an amazing story.
One for the history books.
Well, I look forward to hearing all about it. My father would appreciate this, knowing the truth is out there. In the meantime, Admiral Hackett has asked me to join his scientific team. We all have our part to play. I should get to it.
Take care, Anne. And thanks for all your help. Shepard up.
Yeah, like I said, the Leviathan species created the Reapers.
Commander, I finished reading your report.
The Alliance wanted more intelligence on the Reapers. I'd say we got it.
Our people will be studying it for years to come. They're already calling it the Leviathan Codex. It rewrites galactic history as we know it.
Whatever else it means, it tells me the Reapers had a beginning. And maybe now will provide them with an end.
That's one way to look at it. I guess it's the only way. So go out there and make it happen. This is a big step in the right direction, Shepard. Good work.
Thank you, sir.
Hack it out.
Yeah, like I said, the Leviathan species creating the Reapers gave the lesser species a chance at self-determination to decide their own fate, right? If it wasn't for the betrayal of the Reapers, all the lesser species until now will still be thralls for the Leviathan. The creation of the Reapers created that disruption in the routine. But the question is, assuming we win and we survive this war against the Reapers, won't then the Leviathan try to reconquer the galaxy? Since they are the apex race, won't they have any aspirations to get back what's in their perspective rightfully theirs? The whole galaxy. I don't know how many Leviathans left in the galaxy. I've seen 3 in the cutscene, but I don't know how many of them are in total. But I'm guessing their numbers have dwindled. I'm assuming their numbers have dwindled greatly since the time of their since the time of the Leviathan. So if it turns out the Leviathan have aspirations to reconquer the galaxy, I'm sure the combined might of the species will be able to hold them back, assuming we win and we survive this war.
The Asari were... In the early 2160s, the Alliance began aggressive... Thresher maws are... The Reaper called Harbinger is believed to be the oldest and largest...
Where is that entry about the Leviathan? What is this? From ashes? What? Alright, non-council races Leviathan. Essentially nothing was known of the aquatic species dubbed Leviathans before Commander Shepard's report to Task Force Aurora. No record of their species' true name exists, no ruins are attributed to their civilization, and no influence on other races has been recorded. The Task Force can only conjecture based on the limited information provided by Shepard. Their current world is unlikely their home world, so it is surmised that the Leviathans mastered technology and space flight. Despite their immense size and aquatic nature, their ability to communicate with and mentally dominate land-based sapiens would have been a necessary step, and so whatever homeworld the Leviathans hail from would have included a thrall species whose civilization served their purposes. Presumably their bodies can withstand both the extreme pressure of the depths and the lesser pressure of a coastal area where they might come into contact with these thralls. Transporting a creature the size of the Leviathan into space would have been a significant engineering challenge. It is likely they use EZO for ease of travel, as the Hanar do, and employed cybernetic filtration to breathe air, as well as oxygenated water. It is unknown if the Leviathan have modified themselves with the equivalent of a biotic amplifier, but it seems probable the faster-than-light communication of their pulses would require precise control previously unknown to modern science. One can only guess at the innovations of this species, and the Leviathans are volunteering no such information. Could it be that Leviathans travel space without any vehicles at all? Maybe they can fly through space in their own body, not needing any spaceship. Is it possible? I don't know. Alien War Asset. Leviathan Enthrallment Team, a mixed species team of special operations soldiers, have volunteered to covertly deliver Leviathan artifacts behind enemy lines. These attacks aim to make Reaper creatures thralls of the Leviathans. On a small scale, this could cause chaos and disruption. On a large scale, and if given enough time, it could form an army of Reaper creatures dedicated to exterminating their own kind. The team's major limiting factors are the small number of artifacts and the reluctance of Alliance commanders to operate openly with such a potent weapon for fear the Reapers might develop countermeasure. So Special Operations soldiers are smuggling artifacts behind into Reaper territory, and then through these artifacts smuggled to Reaper territory, the Leviathan will enthrall the Reaper soldiers. Interesting. Alliance War Asset. Dr. Anne Bryson has survived her ordeal with Leviathan's artifact and retains most of her mental faculties. Her research into paleotechnology could be useful in understanding the Prothean device and the laws of high-energy physics that the Reapers seem to ignore. I wonder if Dr. Anne Bryson still has feelings of vengeance toward the Leviathan for killing her father. Will she be able to exact revenge upon the Leviathan for the death of her father, I wonder. Asari War Asset. Husk Neural Map. The biologists on Chalchos have made a quick study of the brain structures of husks and other Reaper creatures, isolating the parts of the brain responsible for interpreting sensory data. Their conclusions contrast the various strengths and weaknesses of Reaper ground forces when it comes to sight, smell, hearing, and so forth. This data could be extremely useful for soldiers or citizens trying to escape and evade Reapers on occupied planets. Crucible War Asset. Jovian Dissertation. The scientific data draws conclusions about the gas giant Isale's exceptionally powerful magnetic field, which has complex interactions with those of its moons. The mathematics used to model this complexity can provide new insight into the math of the Prothean device. A brief glance at the data hints at some kind of energetic pulse that might pass through the magnetosphere of a planet unimpeded, but any details are best derived by high-energy physicists. Radiation shielding sheath. The Prothean device is being built in space, where its inner workings may be vulnerable to cosmic radiation from nearby stars. While the construction plan has taken standard risks into account, A sudden turn in space weather could pierce the basic shielding and irradiate the device and crew. Superior radiation shielding used by the orbital stations near the gas giant Cineos would provide a low-cost way to keep the device safe against all but the most unusual energetic emissions, like nocturnal emissions. Turian war asset. Dextro rations. When they were struck by the Reapers, the agribusiness of Triginta Petra. When they were struck by the Reapers, the agribusinesses of Triginta Petra had a surplus of both plant and animal-based food products for dextro amino acid-based sapiens. Both Turian troops who favor a meat-heavy diet and the Quarians who are typically vegan show a marked preference for these recovered rations, suggesting that although they were wiped out by enemy forces, the Petrans had pretty good taste, serving Petran food to a unit about to go into combat can restore a little morale and dignity to an otherwise demoralized squad. Really? Wait, have we reached the maximum? Is the bar at the maximum? I don't know. No comments from these two soldiers. Usually they have comments about the mission.
Commander?
What about Joker and Edie?
Commander?
No comments about Leviathan?
So the Reapers did not fully exterminate their creators. That suggests they are fallible, even on large or long-term scales.
How's the ship holding up, Edie?
The envelope of mass...
Commander?
Hello, Shepard.
What are the Reapers trying to accomplish by doing all these harvests? I'm curious.
I've been thinking about what we learned, Shepard. The thing is, I don't really care what the Reapers are or where they're from. They're monsters that need to be put down. That's all I need to know. Hey there.
Take care, Commander. Take care, Commander.
Shepard, I looked over your mission report. Gotta say, it feels like we've been after these Reapers forever. From Sovereign to Leviathan, they've been a pain in the ass the whole time. But at least we're starting to see the big picture. Never really thought we'd get any answers. Doesn't change much, but it does make this war feel a whole lot bigger.
So who needs their ass kicked now? So who needs their ass kicked now? So who needs their ass kicked now?
Thank you for the data packet. The results are available on the information network.
I'm glad you made it back. And I'd appreciate it if you'd avoided talking to... I don't want any tentacled creature inside your mind. Except me.
Oh, really? Interesting. Why don't you show Shepard what you mean by that? Here, come over here. Show Shepard what you meant by that.
Also, we have Leviathan. I hope it stays on our side. Good to see you. Good to see you.
Nothing to report, Commander. Nothing to report, Commander.
Commander.
Nothing to report.
What about Javik's comments? Now he knows where the Reapers came from.
I have studied your human religions, Commander. Your devil and his fall. Leviathan and its kind deserve the same fate. They once unleashed a plague that has haunted all of our history to this day. I say their own hell is the abyss you found them in. One I hope they never escape from.
But come to think of it, Javik, if the Reapers were not created and there was no betrayal, then you and every other lesser species will still be thralls to the Leviathan. The disruption caused by the Reapers gave the lesser species a chance for self-determination.
Commander.
But I guess I shouldn't say that nilly-willy because so many lives lost during the harvest, right? Wait, so we lost our shuttle? Where is our shuttle? Oh, there it is.
Can't say I was happy sending you down in that submersible by yourself. Don't know why I ever worry about you. Take on ancient aliens from the deep? Sure, no problem.
Is everything okay, Shepard? Everything is in order. Everything is in order.
With the Leviathan on our side, maybe we pull this thing off after all.
Maybe, James.
At least Anne's still around to see her dad's work finally pay off. Do you hear that hum? Is that just me?
Commander, I've got Admiral Anderson on the QEC. Patching him through to you now.
Shepard.
Admiral, how are you holding up?
Day by day, Commander.
Yeah. Hackett sent me a message about this apartment.
I want you to have it. Take it off my hands.
Are you serious?
You need a place that's yours. Somewhere to recharge, clear your head. Kaylee wanted us to settle down there. Thing is, the longer I'm on Earth, the less I want to leave. And I want as few loose ends out there as possible. Like I said, you'd be doing me a favor.
Nice. An apartment in the Citadel. I'll take it.
That's very generous.
It's practical. We need you in the best shape possible. Rested. Focused.
If you say so. Thank you.
And make yourself at home, damn it. It's yours now.
I'm sure I can manage.
Okay, good. Been meaning to do that for a while. I'll talk to you soon.
It feels inappropriate for Shepard to take a rest here and have fun while Anderson is back on Earth fighting the Reapers. I don't know.
Be careful out there, Anderson.
You too, Shepard.
Explore apartment A. Hey, why do you... Okay, the blind. What is that? Another apartment or a club? I think it's a club. Is this a one-way mirror or a two-way mirror?
You have received a new message.
Notes for Anderson biography relationships.
You never asked me about this, but my wife just called. My ex-wife. Nobody likes to talk about the toll that long months apart can have on military relationships. She wasn't military. She couldn't handle it. But it's not even about Military and non-military, damn it, it's spaceflight. Spaceflight. Finding the mass relays, miracles of engineering. Human imagination rising to meet our desires. We pay a price for that curiosity, that drive. Our relationships suffer. People we love suffer. But that's reality, and it's worth the cost. I must have thought it was. I guess I still do. In the end, you just have to hope you made the right choices. You never asked me about this, but my wife just called. My ex-wife. Nobody likes to talk about the toll that long. The Normandy? A brand new ship. My ship. You don't forget that moment. The first time you're standing there. The whole crew looking to you for direction. Unforgettable. I'd led men and women before that. Seen a lot of combat already. Always managed to find my way home in one piece. Do that a few times, you begin to think you know better than the next guy. Maybe you do, I don't know. But if you're lucky, really lucky, you find yourself on a good ship, in front of a good crew. A crew you can trust with your life. Gifted. Disciplined. Brave. All of them. Eager to set sail into the endless black ocean. I still remember my XO asking what my orders were. Shepard, I said. Let's see what we can find.
Are these real flames? I think they are projected, not real flames. Stereo control? Music? I don't know. Later. N7. Alright, what was the other notes labeled as? Relationships? Normandy? N7.
Embarrassing moments? I've got more of those than anyone will ever know. Only way to learn something. But if I had to pick one to share... I had just gotten promoted to N7. Full of myself. King of the castle. Found myself buying drinks for undesirables in some rundown bar in the wards. They toasted my recent promotion. Hell, they would have toasted Batarian slavers if it had got them more drinks. About the time my money ran out, my new friends turned on me. I was outnumbered. Things didn't look good. My plan to get out of there involved lots of punching. Well, that worked for a while. Then a table hit me. Or I fell down. When I came to, I saw a Solarian putting the rest of the troublemakers down. A Solarian? Moved like a damn cat, I swear. When everybody was out cold. Or running. He walked over and helped me up. N7, he asked. Yes, sir, I replied. He looked over my collection of unconscious friends, nodding. Not bad, human, he said. And he walked away. I had met my first Spectre. Learned an important lesson that day. No matter how good you think you are, there's always somebody quicker, faster, and a hell of a lot smarter than you just around the corner. That little lesson's kept me alive more than once since then.
I thought the Solarian is going to be with STG, but a Spectre. Where did this happen? On Citadel? I want to have an apartment like this, but I don't have the money. Please, I want this. Check messages. Later. But to have an apartment as big as this, I would need to employ a housekeeper, you know, to keep things clean. So I need more money than just money to buy this apartment. Contact.
No, it's fine. I got a strapped to my seat as our transport approached the LZ. Everyone was dead silent. Just the sound of breathing. Good men. I trained with all of them. We were always joking and horsing around, but not this time. Just the rattle of the shuttle. And that heavy breathing. Everyone was thinking the same thing. We're off to fight alien invaders. Aliens. Think about that. We all grew up wondering what was out there. If we were alone in the universe. Now we knew. We weren't alone. And we were in trouble. So there we were. About to face an enemy as different and unknown as we could imagine. I knew I had to say something, keep the men relaxed. So I turned to the soldier beside me, Hendricks, I think, and asked him how his mother was doing. Fine, he said. Why? Because I heard your mama so ugly the Marines thought she was a Turian. Almost shot her. I got a few smiles. Then Hendricks turned to me and said, "Hell, Anderson, I heard it was a picture of your mama that started this goddamn war in the first place. Scared the Turians shitless." Everyone had a good laugh at that. And the boys fought great that night. Sometimes that's all it takes. A joke, a pat on the back. Just a little reminder that everything's gonna be okay.
Well, if Hendrix have a different sense of humor, maybe he would have shot you.
A few months ago, I had a chance to sit down with one of Earth's most decorated soldiers, Admiral David Anderson. He was kind enough to answer my questions and talk about his career. Today, the Admiral is on Earth, leading the defense of our home against the Reapers. We have no communication with him or any soldiers on Earth, but we can't forget what they're doing for us. Tonight's show is dedicated to all of the soldiers out there, fighting and dying to keep us safe. Admiral Anderson, today marks the 30th anniversary of the N7 program. Can you describe your first day of training in this now famous program?
The Interplanetary Combatives Training Program is all business from day one.
How so?
We're given basic gear, then separated and stranded on an asteroid with no nav data. The test ends when the last person runs out of oxygen.
Sounds daunting. What happens to the ones who run out of air first?
Out of the program. The best N7s can survive alone, but work together to survive even longer.
That's very impressive, Admiral. Deep space survival training. That has to be so difficult. All of it would take such strength of character. Well, just plain strength. But then you seem like a strong person.
I'm sorry, is there a question in there?
Well, does the program make the man? Or do you think you were born for this?
It's a bit of both, I suppose. Every soldier reaches a point in their career, sometimes more than once, when they are asked to give more than they ever thought they could. That moment is the test. I've seen men and women, almost sure to fail, persevere long past the point of breaking. That experience changes them. Others, with all the gifts and abilities, fail in that moment. Sometimes they pick themselves up and carry on. Sometimes they're just done.
What about you? What was your moment?
I've had a few, none of which I'd like to share. But, I think the toughest tests are still ahead of me.
What makes you say that?
Call it a hunch.
Soldier's intuition?
Something like that.
Do you trust your intuition? I mean, do you follow your heart over your mind?
Well, it depends on the day. No, I suppose if I were to be honest, I do trust my instincts. The problem is, war isn't orderly. And the enemy is never predictable. Even the most experienced veteran is going to find themselves in situations they haven't trained for. In those instances, and there's more than I'd like to admit, your instincts
are the only thing keeping you alive. That, and the men and women you're fighting beside.
But soldiers are only as good as their leader, isn't that true?
Yeah. A good leader can make an okay squad great. A bad leader, well, war tends to make examples of them.
What makes a good leader then?
A good leader is someone who values the life of his men over the success of the mission, but understands that sometimes the cost of failing a mission is higher than the cost of losing those men.
That's a terrible line to have to walk.
Yes, it is. But war is a terrible thing.
Thank you for your time, Admiral.
Thank you.
The remainder of this interview was to take a more personal look at Admiral Anderson's life. It wasn't finished when the Reapers invaded. We can only hope that the Admiral and the soldiers under his command survive to tell us the rest of their stories. I'm Khaleesa Al-Jilani. Thank you for watching.
Enlisting.
What was I talking about? Early days, right? People ask why I joined the military. Everyone talks about honor, duty, sure. But that's never the whole truth. It's 100 little things that add up to commitment. I joined because of a dog. Yeah, a dog. This patchy, mean son of a bitch that used to bark at me every day on my way to school. He'd snarl and I'd start running. Scared the hell out of me. I was just a kid. I remember being in a bad mood one morning. Angry, I can't recall why. When that dog started in on me, I snapped. Started barking right back. We both kept at it until we had nothing left. Dog never bothered me again. Why'd I join the military? Sometimes you just gotta howl to make things right.
What do you mean? I don't understand. Is this a dreadnought? Catalog? Use what? Oh. Oh, customize? I can customize the bathroom? Hold on. Standard vanity. Wait, how can I find other items? Standard bedding, what? What's the point of this catalog if I can change it? Standard sofa. Standard armchair. Cream colored chair with brown stripe offers excellent lumbar support. Kitchen. Sitting. I don't know what it changes though. Normandy miniature. Shepard, what? Anderson talked about Shepard.
Sure, I can talk about Commander Shepard. Big topic. There's been a lot written about the Commander, but most of it isn't true. People are quick to judge. They don't know the whole story. I don't even know the whole story. But I know the man. Worked with him. Fought with him. Trust him with my life. Shepard's had some rough patches. Who of us hasn't? He's been forced to fight a lot of battles alone. God only knows how he got out of some of that. Makes your head spin. Thing is, you never heard a complaint. Never once got, "No, sir, I can't do that." He never hesitated. Few people know what Shepard's been through. I'd like to think I come pretty close. And I worry sometimes he forgets. There's a whole bunch of people who lose sleep over him getting back home. Maybe it doesn't need to be said. Maybe we're too dumb to say it. Soldiers like the commander are rare. Men like Shepard, even more rare.
Wait, what? Okay. I want an apartment like this. Oh, walk-in closet. New questions.
Okay. I have your new questions here. Okay. I have your new questions here. As a leader, do I ever feel that the end justify the means? Spirit of law over word of law. I'm not going to touch that with a 10-foot pole, but I think I know what you're after. You're referring to the way I, arranged to have the Normandy released to Commander Shepard before the Battle of the Citadel. I'm not sure how valuable hindsight is to the military. Obviously, it worked out for the best. Without the Normandy and Commander Shepard free to do what they needed to do, what we needed them to do, Saren might have taken the Citadel. I think it's clear what a different galaxy this would be if that had happened. I did what I had to. If I had been wrong, I would have gladly accepted the repercussions. The real trick is never being wrong. If you're looking for more action and less philosophy in these notes, let me know.
Turian experience? What?
The Turians? Well, I might not always see eye to eye with the politics and the individual, but I have a great respect for the Turian military. Any Alliance soldier lucky enough to take part in their training programs will certainly be better for it. Their precision, skill, and discipline come together in a way that's second to none. Not that I'm faulting our own people or training. It's just that after fighting Turians in the First Contact War, years later, I had the opportunity to observe and train on Palaven. It was a turning point for me. And I would encourage any soldier to try it. It's a unique experience to put yourself in the squad of a Turian commander. My commander was an uncompromising bastard named Bartix Oryx. If you can find him, just ask how the platoon I commanded was trounced in his strategy game. Humbly. But I've used what I learned that day many times. The xenophobes will have their say. But I think it's vital that we do more of this kind of cross-species training. There you go. And if you do find General Oryx, let me know. I owe him money.
Owe him money. I guess they made a bet on that training. Childhood.
Okay. So, Tombstone data. Admiral David Edward Anderson. Not sure why anybody would be interested, but thanks for asking. I was born in London, June 8th, 2137. The last of 3 children born to Ursula and Paul Anderson. A nurse and a flight mechanic, respectively. But that's a little dry. And someone's gonna spice this up, right? Never been much for the spotlight. Anyway, where was I? It was a second marriage for my parents. They were almost 50 by the time they had me. My mother worked shifts, so my father would often take me to the base. While he worked, I watched transport ships and fighters take off. Worked his whole life around space travel, my father. he never left Earth. Not for a day. He was a good man. But that's just a side note. Don't put that in. Who is it, Kaylee? Yes, I need to take that. I hope this is what you're after. I'll get to the more interesting N7 stuff next time.
Hold on. Anderson's mother gave birth to him while she was almost 50. Wait, a woman can still have birth when they're 50 years old or nearing 50 years old? I thought there is a time frame for fertility. I'm not familiar with the female biology, but I thought when a woman experiences menopause, they no longer can have children. Such a waste of space, this area. Maybe use it for, I don't know, for PC gaming room, right? I would put my PC gaming here. The master bedroom, I guess. Oh, armor locker. Hey, jacuzzi. Where is the shower though? Where is the showering room? There is no shower. Only toilet and jacuzzi in the master bedroom. No shower. I guess they take a shower here in the bathtub. I don't know. What is the shower, man? Only toilets and jacuzzi. Where is the shower? The standing shower. What is this? Weapon bench? Armor locker. Alright. Oh, maybe the shower is over here. Yep. Wait. Which one is the master bedroom? I don't understand the layout of this apartment. This is the shower, so clearly this is the master bedroom, right? Then why don't they have a toilet near the shower? So if I sleep here, I have to go to the other room to use the toilet or go downstairs. And if I sleep here, I have to go to the other room to take a shower. That's strange design. Strange interior design, in my opinion. Normandy SR-1.
You asked me to talk about the SSV Normandy. The Normandy SR-1. As commander of the Tokyo, I was consulted on the Normandy's design and on board for her initial training exercises. The average person probably doesn't know that the Normandy was a joint project with the Taurians. Acting CO, Eli Xander, was no diplomat. She ran out of patience with Taurian posturing and politicking during construction. The chief architect of the Drive Corps, Octavio Tatum, and his team of Taurian engineers were in the CIC for final training exercises. Tempers flared when Xander pushed the limits of the stealth system, waiting to vent the IES well past what Tatum was comfortable with. I tried to calm the situation, but it still ended with the Taurian scientist in shackles and a human-Taurian fistfight at Korra's den later. Funny now, when I first laid eyes on the Normandy, she was the most beautiful thing I'd ever seen. Day after that training run, Admiral Wright found me on the bridge. She's yours, he said. Can't trust her to Xander. Send me a list of crew from the Tokyo you'd like, and prep for your first mission. Short command thanks to Saren. Still, one of the highlights of a long career.
So, all the crew in the original Normandy were handpicked by Anderson from the Tokyo. Alright. A Turian human fist fight in Korra's den. That would be funny to see. Bad music, change it. Oh, it's off? Okay. Good. Dinner at sushi place on me? Hey Shepard, I've got a few things I wanted to go over with you. With the Normandy in dry dock, I figured we could meet up at the Ryusei sushi place down in the wards. I hear it's the best. Signed Joker. Alright, so Joker wants to eat dinner with me? Let's go. Meet Joker. Sushi boy. Oh, hold on.